This is an interesting one. After week one, who could be the England surprise inclusion? That's right, Big Sam's going to be naming his first squad soon, I'd imagine, in the next couple of weeks. Did anyone stand out, any young Englishman stand out this weekend for you, who Big Sam probably has or should have his eye on? Jamie?
I mean, it's a biased choice, but I think he'll probably pick Andros Townsend. Not because he's done anything particularly outrageous this first week, but it's a very Sam sort of pick.
This sounds more like a prediction than a sort of tip, really.
I don't think anyone stood out in the first week. I mean, which is maybe the problem with England. It's that there isn't any standout players, and that's the problem going forwards. When you tip that number one keeper's being dropped, it kind of says a lot.
That's true. Andy, anyone stand out for you? Any young Englishman?
No, not really. I imagine he'll pick Mark Noble. Why not? He's Mark Noble.
Last night. It was terrible last night.
Against Chelsea. He wasn't that good.
I mean, nothing to Sam. No, I agree with Jamie. No English players stood out. I don't think there'll be any surprise, but I do. I don't see Andros Townsend won't be a surprise. I think we can expect it. We can expect Andros Townsend to be in there. Yeah, that's about it, really. It just shows how few English players there are.
Yeah, there really is. Yeah. After such a disappointing tournament in the summer as well, you kind of a glimmer of hope. But it's only week one. Edo, anything can happen in the next 37 weeks. Who do you think? Anyone stand out for you?
So Forster wouldn't be a surprise because many were calling for him to play in Euro 2016.
Sure.
So I wouldn't have him in there. I would have said, obviously, a few weeks ago, Aaron Cresswell, but he's out for 4 months now. But that's someone Sam liked at West Ham, and someone actually had mentioned saying he would eventually play for England one day. And so one guy I think had his chances ruined because he's constantly been played out of position, and that's Antonio of West Ham, even though he does have the talent, the attacking sort of, going forward. One guy I think who could be in there is George Friend, because he did have a decent game for Middlesbrough, and he was very popular last year in the Championship, and people are saying he's an up-and-comer. He had a decent week one. Another guy who didn't particularly shine but was good last season maybe was Andrew Sermon, which is a bit ridiculous, but when you think about it, so he's the kind of player who maybe cleans up in midfield, almost 3 interceptions per game last year. That's 15th in the league. He had over 60 passes per game. That was 5th in the league. So he's almost like an Emerson, kind of like a Gilberto Silva kind of player, does a lot of quiet work in the middle. But yeah, it's true that Sam is more associated with heavy hitters. I'd almost said Scott Dan, for example.
Good shout, actually.
Yeah, but the thing is, against West Brom, they didn't particularly shine. The whole defence was looking bad.
I think he played well. He won a lot of headers, which Sam's teams, I mean, I don't want to disrespect him, but historically, they like to, you've already said, stick it up a team.
I would say from Sam's record at Bolton in particular, but even later, is that he's got a very keen eye on the European market, so he does tend to think outside of the box, even before it was fashionable to go looking in Europe for players. You got the Djorkaeffs, the Campos, Okocha. So, yeah, it could be an absolute curveball that we're not expecting.
Yeah, he's not shy of using a veteran, as he's proved,
or even a veteran, actually, yeah.
Kevin Nolan.
Yeah, I was going to... Kevin Davis.
Kevin Davis, drag him out of retirement. Well, I was hoping to see more of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, actually, play for Chelsea this weekend, but he didn't get on. We'll wait.
I don't think he'll ever play.
We'll see.
I reckon in 4 years' time we'll be wanting to see a little bit more Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
And he retired.
12 loans.
Exactly.